Yo people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Virgil Soa. Today we'll be talking about how to price your videography service when you're starting out. Just before we start, if you're new to this channel, just consider subscribing because it helps a lot. So this video is going to work for you if you are literally just starting out, or you've just started out a little bit and you're struggling with pricing. I mean, I'm not too far into my career, but I've had people contact me, ask me how I price my services and how they should price their services. So if you're really starting out, this should hopefully help you out. The two main things I think you need to think about is how much time is that project going to take you, and also how much money you want to earn after that project. My first tip for you is to decide whether you want to charge by the hour or charge by the day. I recommend charging daily, but knowing your hourly rate. And to know your hourly rate, the way I did it when I started was when I had my first job, I took that job's hourly rate. Let's say my job was £5 an hour, and then I'll multiply it by 3, so that would be £15 an hour, and then I'd use that to charge clients for a project. If the project's going to take like 3 hours, then I'll charge £15 an hour for that project. And obviously if you are earning like £20 an hour and you're just starting out as a video person, you don't really want to charge that because you haven't got enough experience or enough on your show reel, I'm assuming. So you're not going to charge £60 an hour when you're just starting out. You just won't get that many clients because you haven't got enough on your portfolio. So no one's going to be like, okay, I'm gonna get this guy even though it costs £60 an hour to do and he hasn't really shown me anything. No one's gonna get you to do that. If they do, then that's great. You've got some talent, good for you. I would say that's how you price your services. That's how I price my services when I start, and it's worked great for me. So gotta keep those lips fresh. I can't speak. So when the camera is on you, just say some stupid shit. Another thing you can do as well when you start out, after you know your hourly rate and your daily rate, rather than going to the client and telling them your rate straight away, and if they come up to you for a project, ask them how much budget have they got, because sometimes they're working with a budget. So maybe they're working with a budget of 2,000, and then let's say your hourly day rate ends up at like, I don't know, £300, and the project will take like a day or something. They're thinking, well, that's great, we've got a massive budget. But if they tell you the budget before you tell them the rate, then you can be like, okay, well, for £2,000, that means I can spend 4 days of my time creating content consistently for you. So if they want to spend that whole budget, that means you can take that £300 a day that you take and create loads of projects for them. And one thing I'd say as well, once you do the project, you should always over deliver, especially when you're starting out. So even if the client asks you to do one long video, let's say like a 2-minute video, if you can, even if it's out of your time, spend a couple more hours on it and create like 2 mini videos out of that long video and over deliver, and just say to the client, here's your final piece, I've also managed to pull out 2. What that does is show the client that you're very dedicated to what you do, and also it'll help them recommend you to other people that they work with, or other people that come to them asking for a video, and they'll be like, well, I used this guy, he was great, he over delivered, he gave me 3 videos instead of the 1 video that we actually initially agreed on. And also it means that the client that you over delivered for could possibly be like, oh wow, okay, well, let me keep this guy on a retainer or something and just consistently keep doing work. My next tip I'd say is in relation to my last video. Don't overthink it as well. Like, sometimes you do feel like if you're starting out, you don't know what to price and blah blah blah. You go on the internet and then you go see this person charging this much, this person charging this much, and you're like, well, he's offering the same thing as this person, so why is he charging more? What should I do? What should I do? Don't overthink it. Just literally, just trust your gut. Go with what you're thinking for the first time around, price it up, make sure you're happy with it, and go with that. Once you go with that, and after the project is finished, if you feel after the project is finished that you've done way too much for less money, then you'll know that you need to charge more. And also, if you've done way too much, the client's super happy, the video's doing really well, then you'll know, right, okay, I'm actually got some talent here. And that's where you have the confidence in yourself and you're like, well, actually, I'm gonna charge a little bit more. I'm gonna add another £5 an hour to my hourly rate, and then a little bit more to my daily rate. And that's how you develop. So the more stuff you do, the more you feel like, right, I've accomplished something, I've actually done a lot, the client's happy, and the video is doing really well, I've had really good feedback. That's when you should feel confident and add more to it. And don't overthink it at all. Just add more to it and go for the next client. The last thing I'll say is to be really true to yourself. Know your limit. You can always push harder for something, but know your limit. Don't ever overpromise things. If you can't deliver something, just tell your client straight in there, I'm sorry, I can't deliver it, but this is what I can do to meet the requirements that you need. You got to stay true to yourself. At the end of the day, it's your business that you're trying to start up, and you want good words about you from anyone who is interacting with your business or who's getting involved with you in the business. So stay true to yourself. I hope this helps. This is my tips on how I priced my services and how I delivered to clients when I first started out. So if it helps you in any way, then consider liking this video, subscribing, and go as far as commenting below and letting me know your tips, and we can have a conversation there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm energetic now. First video out of the way. Yeah. I'm an idiot.